Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism. I do not own the rights to the songs being played. This is for entertainment purposes only and in accordance with fair use. The music is credited to the various companies.
को मिले ना पीड़ा सुख का मरम क्या जाने जो न ध्याए कृष्णा कृष्णा नित्य धर्म क्या माने जिसको मिले ना पीड़ा सुख का मरम क्या जाने बोले कृष्णा कृष्णा चाहे अगर उजियारा बोले कृष्णा कृष्णा सुबह शाम बोल वंदे कृष्णा 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 छोड़ दे भटकना दर दर तोड़ दे अहम का घेरा भूल जा जगत के वैभव जग है दुखों का घेरा जो तू मिटाना
कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारी हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारी हे नाथ नारायण पितुमात स्वामी सखा हमारे पितुमात स्वामी सखा हमारे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारी हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारी हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारी हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna.
Sitaram, everyone. We are here this morning to celebrate the life of Hema, as everyone, she is fondly called Hema. We would like to do it an opening prayer and do the Maha Mantra with Lord Vishnu's Om Namo Bhagavati Vasudevaya. So we will do that one first. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. So we will do the Mahamantra now. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. We are praying to elevate the soul, wherever the soul is, to go on this journey. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Achyutam Keshavam Krishna Damodaram Ramanarayanam Janaki Vallabham
Achyutam Keshavam Krishna Damodaram Ramanarayanam Janaki Vallabham.
Achyutam Keshavam Krishna Damodaram Ramanarayanam Janaki Vallabham.
Achyutam Keshavam Krishna Damodaram Ramanarayanam Janaki Vallabham.
कौन कहते हैं भगवान आते नहीं,
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 तुम मेरा के जैसे बुलाते नहीं,
तुम मेरा के जैसे बुलाते नहीं.
अच्युतम केशवम कृष्ण दामोदरम रामनारायणं जानकी वल्लभम.
अच्युतं केशवं कृष्ण दामोदरं रामनारायणं जानकी वल्लभम.
कौन कहते हैं भगवान खाते नहीं,
कौन कहते हैं भगवान खाते नहीं,
बेर शबरी के जैसे खिलाते नहीं. अच्युतम केशवम कृष्ण दामोदरम रामनारायणं जानकी वल्लभम.
अच्युतं केशवं कृष्णदामोदरं रामनारायणं जानकीवल्लभम्
कौन कहते हैं भगवान सोते नहीं,
कौन कहते हैं भगवान सोते नहीं,
माँ यशोदा के जैसे सुलाते नहीं,
माँ यशोदा के जैसे सुलाते नहीं।
अच्युतं केशवं कृष्ण दामोदरं रामनारायणं जानकी वल्लभम्। अच्युतं केशवं कृष्ण दामोदरं
रामनारायणं जानकी वल्लभम्।
अच्युतं केशवं कृष्ण दामोदरं रामनारायणं जानकी वल्लभम्।
अच्युतं केशवं कृष्णदामोदरं रामनारायणं जानकी वल्लभम्।
अब आओ कृष्णा पार करो, दुनिया है एक गहरी नदी। अब
आओ कृष्णा पार करो, दुनिया है एक गहर नदी।
मात पिता कोई संघन जाति,
मात पिता कोई संग न जाते।
कृपा करो हे कृष्ण कन्हैया,
कृपा करो हे कृष्ण कन्हैया।
भव सागर में नाव फांसी, भव सागर में नाव फांसी। अब
आओ कृष्णा पार करो, दुनिया है एक गहर नदी।
जैसे द्रौपदी के क्षीर बढ़ाई,
जैसे द्रौपदी के चीर बधाई, जैसे द्रौपदी के।
एक बार बोलो श्री वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की जय. So beautiful is the name of Shri Krishna that when we chant, we never want to stop. We can understand that. It goes on and on and on. Even when you stop, it still goes on in your mind. But at this time, devotees, can I invite you all to please stand as we perform the Sankalp? So we pray to Bhagavan Sri Vishnu. Hari Om Vishnur Vishnur Vishnu Adhya Shri Brahmanoni Dvitiye Paradhe Shri Shvetavaraha Kalpe Vaivasvat Manvantare Ashtavimsatitame Kali Yuge Kali Pratham Charane Chinadad Deshe Lyle Street Grame Punya Kshetre Bhaudavtare Vartamane Parabhav Nam Samvatsare Uttarayan Ayane Ashad Mase Krishna Pakshe शनिवार वासरे द्वादशी तिथौ रोहिणी नक्षत्र गंध योगे वनिच करणे मिथुन राशि स्थिते सूर्य वृषभ राशि स्थिते शशंके च शेषेषु ग्रहेषु यथा यथा राशि स्थान स्थिते सत्सु अमुख ग्रामे पुण्यक्षेत्रे बौद्धवतारे वर्तमाने यथा नाम संवत्सरे उत्तरायण आयने यथा यथा राशि स्थान स्थिते सत्सु अमुख गोत्रस्य take your family name अमुख नाम take your name अमुख प्रेतस्य the name of the deceased अंत्येष्टि करम अहम करिष्ये. बोलिए श्री विष्णु भगवान की जय. So at this point we give praise to Bhagavan Sri Vishnu, from whom everything has come, from whom everything is being used, and to whom everything returns. We pray. Harihi Om Yam Brahma Varunendra Rudra Marutah Stunvanti Divyaistavai Vedai Sangapada Kramopanishadair Gayanti Yam Samagaha Dhyanavastita Tadgatena Manasa Pashyanti Yam Yogino Yasyantam Naviduh Sura Surgana Deva Tasmai Namah Shantakaram Bhujagashayanam Padmanabham Suresham Vishwadharam Gagana Sadrisham Meghavarnam Subhangam Lakshmi Kantam Kamalanenam Yogi Virdhyanagamyam Vande Vishnu Bhavabhayharan Sarvaloka Eknatham. एक बार बोलो श्री वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की जय. Take the water and offer water onto the fire around the house. Harihi Om Madhyamukha Gotrasya Mukha Pretasya Mritisthani Shava Nimmitam Snanam Maya Diyate Tavopatishtitam. Right? Chandan. Chandan with this finger. After that. O Madhyamukha Gotrasya Mukha Pretasya Mritisthani Shava Nimmitam Gandham Maya Diyate Tavopatishtitam. Mala? Huh? You could give him alone afterwards. We could do the O Madhyamukha Gotrasya Mukha Pretasya Mritisthane Shava Nimmitam Pushpamala Samarpayami Diyate Tavopatishtitam. Let it put all. Let it put all. Let it put all. You also put the mala one time. Yes, my apologies. Please have your seats. Sometimes a little exercise is good enough. In fact, sometimes we do too much sitting, you know. Okay. Gotrasya Mukha Pretasya Mritisthani Shavan Nimmitam Gandham Maya Diyate Tavopatishyatam. Right, so now we perform Aarti. Om Yam Dware Mahaghore Andhena Tamasavrite Tatra Lokanathaya Tatra Valokanarthaya Deepoyam Upatishtitam. O Madhyamukha Gotrasya Mukha Pretasya Mritisthane Shava Nimitam Deepam Maya Diyate Tavopatishtitam. Jai Krishna Hare Shri Krishna Hare Dukhiyon ke dukh dur kare. Jai 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 Krishna Hare Jai Krishna Hare Shri Krishna Hare Dukhiyon ke dukh dur kare. Jai 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 Krishna Hare. जब चार तरफ अंधियारा हो आशा का दूर किनारा हो. जब चार तरफ अंधियारा हो आशा का दूर किनारा हो. फिर तो ही न खेवन वाला हो. फिर तो ही न खेवन वाला हो. फिर तो ही बेड़ा पार करे. जय 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 कृष्ण हरे जय कृष्ण हरे श्री कृष्ण हरे. दुखियों के दुख दूर करे. जय 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 कृष्ण हरे. तू चाहे तो सब कुछ कर दे. विष को भी अमृत कर दे. तू चाहे तो सब कुछ कर दे. विष को भी अमृत कर दे. पूरन कर दे सबकी आशा. पूरन कर दे सबकी आशा. जो भी तेरा ध्यान धरे. जय जो भी तेरा ध्यान धरे. जय 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 कृष्ण हरे जय कृष्ण हरे श्री कृष्ण हरे. दुखियों के दुख दूर करे. जय 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 कृष्ण हरे जय 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 कृष्ण हरे. Devotees, friends, family of the deceased, this is one of the most difficult times in the life of any individual. Whether it is the mother had passed away, whether it is any member of the family had passed away. But it is easier for siblings to tolerate the separation of a mother than a mother to tolerate the separation of a sibling. You understand what I'm saying? A mother goes through torment and pressure, and she even blames God at that point in time. Why did you take my child, mother? Why didn't you take me? What use am I to this world with my child having gone? When her brother died some time ago, I officiated at that funeral as well. And she stopped me by the gate as I was leaving. She said, tell me. She called me Bob because she knows me as a little boy. She said, why God had to take my brother? Why he didn't take me instead? I said, well, that's the work of God. None of us have control over that. Ayeb hi akela, Jaib hi akela. We don't know when. Kab, we don't know. But we just know that we come one day, and one day we all have to pass through this journey alone. Everything is going to remain here. Some people joke about funeral agencies trying to come up with a casket that could carry land and money and everything with them. And the day that a funeral home does that, well, all the other funeral homes will close down. Because this is where all our unhappiness lies. Our happiness should really lie within ourselves. When Mata Kausalya was in Ayodhya and Prabhu Sri Ram got banished, remember Manu and Satrupa? They did thousands of years of penance. For what? To have a child. And that child was the Lord himself, Prabhu Sri Ram. And then he was banished into the forest. And Mata Kausalya felt as if, well, better you take my life. You take my son here, who I spent thousands of years for. And this bhajan captures this a little bit, captures the thoughts that was going through Kausalya's mind. It was like a little kind of madness. It says, Banvasi more Ram dhundhan to hai kit jao Banvasi more Ram dhundhan to hai kit jao युग युग बात निहारो रे मैं राम ही राम पुकारो रे मैं नयनन गंग बहाओ नयनन गंग बहाओ रे बनवासी मोरे राम धुंधन तो है कित जाओ रोम रोम को नयन लगाओ जो मैं तोरे दर्शन पाओ रोम रोम को नयन लगाओ जो मैं तोरे दर्शन पाओ चरण धूल बन जाओ चरण धूल बन जाओ रे बनवासी मोरे राम धुंधन तो है कित जाओ धुंधन तो है कित जाओ एक बार बोलो सियापति रामचंद्र की जय माता कौशल्या sitting in a palace, a place of rare luxury. She could have any kind of luxury that she wanted. Whatever she wanted to eat, she could have it. Wherever she wanted to go, she could have gone. But did that mean anything to her? Absolutely nothing. She wanted to have her son, whom she knew was that Lord, Prabhu Shri Ram. She wanted that Lord with her. Yet so many of us, we have so much material desires, yet we are so unhappy. Why is that? Because happiness, devotees, the more we read scriptures, we realize that happiness lies within us. It is not outside of us. We must realize that the mind that we have is the son of Maya outside here. And if we continue to entertain the mind says, tomorrow I want a new car. So whatever I have to do to get a new car, I am going to get that. Then you are following Maya. And the more you go into Maya, you will realize it's like a mirage. You're driving up the highway and you look in the distance and you see a little watery patch. It looks like water, but as you drive up and you get close to it, you realize what a waste of a thought. It is nothing but the road, the hard old road. And so this world is like that. The more you go into it looking for happiness, is the more you will realize that happiness is not in this world. Happiness is within us. Within every one of us, there's a little bit of Paramatma. And Bhagavan is inside here waiting for you to make that turn. But we are the Atma, the Jivatma inside here. Instead of turning towards that Paramatma for bliss, we turn outwards into the world. and we taste the bitter fruits of the world. And after getting bitten and stung by the bitter fruits of the world, and we cannot walk anymore, we could hardly speak, we could hardly put our hands together, then we're looking to turn inwards. By then it is too late. There's another bhajan that if I go to sing bhajan, we go sing bhajan whole time. But the bhajan sing, Kaba sumiroge Ram, abatuma kaba sumiroge Ram. Balapan me khela gavaye. When he was a young child, he only studying to play. Taruna pano me kam. And when you get old, then you're trying to pray. This time the hand could hardly come together, they could hardly stretch the fingers. And the knees could hardly stretch out to go and sit in any kind of position to pray. So let us take heed, devotees, of the pointers in bhajans, in verses and so, and let us make our lives better. I will just read one verse from Gita, and then the family members have all decided that the eulogy today would be something, a thought from everyone of the family members, which will be brief but encapsulating the general feeling of the children or the family towards the mother. So this verse in Gita says, Na jayate mriyate kadachin nayam bhutva bhavitava na bhuya ajo nityaha shashvatoyam purano na hanyate hanyamane sharire. It says, the soul is never born, nor does it die. The soul that was in the body of the deceased, it didn't die. What really happened is that the body now is no longer able to carry on with the duties of the world. It has been used for many things, to keep her family and everything going good, and she needs to move on now to another vehicle, to put it very simply. So it does not die, nor does it become only after being born. When it was born, that wasn't the first time. She was existing before as a soul. So this soul continues on a journey, for it is unborn, eternal, everlasting, primeval, and even though the body might be slain, the soul is not. So this is why the saints tell you, if somebody does a bad thing to you, and you get even with them, in other words, they pelt a stone at you, and you pelt back a stone at them, you incur the sin of pelting a stone to them. You get the satisfaction that, yeah, you pelt me and I pelt you back, but I get the sin of pelting at you. So the best thing to do is pray about it. Trust the Bhagavan inside of you. The more you go within, the more you will get guidance as to how to deal with these things. The more trust and belief you will have in the teachings of the scriptures. I know sometimes the pundits come at funerals and we talk real good things. We say a lot of things, but because of the grief that we feel at that point in time, because of the many thoughts going through your own mind and retrospecting, how can I change my life at this point? Is it too late for me now? I am already at this age. My health is already this bad. Can I make that change? Devotees, the answer is yes, you can make that change. At any stage of your life, once you have breath in you, you can make that positive change to go towards God. Try to do the things that God will like. God doesn't appear and disappear from inside of you. It is foolish for us to think that sometimes we tell God, don't watch now, but I'm going to do something bad. It will be recorded. All of these things are noted. And when the time of death comes, that determines what you become in your next life. Hence the reason some people, they are born with so much bounty. They have nothing to do. And then some people struggle from day one until they leave the world. So if you want to do good karma, if you're experiencing good karma now, that is from past births. You are using up your bank of past karmas. If right now you are enjoying it, prarabdha karma is in effect. You're using some of those good things. But if you want to ensure agami karma, the ones in the future, then you need to start working hard now. understand how important it is to nurture that God inside of you and become God yourself. Antara Jyoti Namo Namaha. You must pray to that divine light within us all the time. Hari Om. O Radhe Krishna Govinda Gopal Bhajo Man Shri Radhe. O Radhe Krishna Govinda Gopal Bhajo Man Shri Radhe. Shri Radhe, Shri Radhe, Shri Radhe, Shri Radhe, Shri Radhe, Shri Radhe, Bhajo Man Shri Radhe. O Radhe, Shri Radhe, Shri Radhe, Bhajo Man Shri Radhe. O Radhe, 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 Shri Radhe. O Radhe, 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 Shri Radhe. O Radhe Krishna Govinda Gopal Bhajo Man Shri Radhe. O Bhajo Man Shri Radhe. O Bhajo Man Shri Radhe. एक बार बोलो श्री वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की जय. So at this point in time we will offer the first pinda and then we will hand over to the over to Nirala, who will guide us through the other part. So I now ask Nirala to
Sitaram, everyone. I am Hema's granddaughter, Narala. Given this eulogy from when she was born to her childhood to all the milestones throughout her life, it wouldn't truly capture who Mama was. So instead, I want to share the Mama that I knew and the one who I experienced, and so will the rest. The Mama who made us laugh, made us shake our heads sometimes when she wanted to eat 3 mangoes sometimes, or even make us look for something in her room that only she alone knew what she was looking for. The mama who made us hurry up when she called, and most importantly, who made us feel loved in her own special way, which is sometimes getting vexed for small things, but she showed she cared. From all the stories I've heard, Mama was a hardworking woman from early in her life. She grew up with many brothers and sisters, and from the way they spoke about her, you could tell she was loved beyond measure. As her younger sister, Auntie Karen, said, although she did a little wickedness to them and she was a bit hardened, she took care of her younger siblings, Auntie Baby and Auntie Karen, and even the others, like a mother, always making sure they were fed and cared for. But if there's one thing everyone knew, is that her mouth had no cover. If she was vexed, she wasn't keeping it inside. She would tell you exactly how she felt, plain and straight, no sugarcoating it. So if she wanted to ask you for something, she asked in it. She wasn't shy either. As soon as you stepped through the gate, the yard, before you could even settle yourself, Mama done calling you. Come now, put this in the sink for me. Or bring that by me and bring it here. And somehow nobody ever questioned it. We just did it because that's who she was. Even when you reach in the yard and you pull up in the car, you knew she was home because the radio station on her tablet would be playing loud that you hear it from right here. And she quite inside. So that became part of the home. You know you was expecting to hear that radio when you come in on the tablet. And even if she had problems fixing it, come and do this now, come and do this. And to fix it, to hear the TV station. Now, if you mention my grandmother's name anywhere around Felicity, people wouldn't ask where she lived or what family she belonged to. The first thing that would come out, she had the best pillory in Felicity, boy. And it was true. Along with her famous pillory also came her aloo pie, red mango, which she sold, supporting her family as well. Cooking wasn't just something she did. It was her love language. She could put down a pot of anything, and she did it willingly for anybody. I wasn't around so long to see her in all her glory during those busy cooking days and stuff, but I got to experience something just as special. Whenever I wanted to cook something and wasn't sure how to make it, Mama was my recipe book. I'd call her, she'd tell me every ingredient, what to do, every little step. She'll call back too, right after, to make sure everything come out good and make sure I didn't put whatever she told me to back. I tell her that one. Just last weekend, she asked me to make ficta curry and roti, and looking back now, I'm so grateful that I made it for her after a little quarrel and thing. When I go get it, girl. Some of my favorite memories were during COVID with her when we were all in Cedros. Every day was something different. Mama would be in the front porch, and Timina would be in the back porch because, well, you know, they always vex with each other sometimes. But despite all the back and I curly with them, if she cooks something, or if Timina cooks something, they go say, nurse, cares, make sure Timina get it, make sure Mama gets it. And there's the same thing between two of them. That showed us something very important. Sometimes love isn't shown through the hugs and the sweet words, but it is shown through the thoughts and the caring of others, and just like how they were. That's the kind of heart Mama had. And let's not forget, during COVID, she was the chief instigator behind making every dish. Everything under the sun. We make coconut, bake, sugar cane, and somehow I became the official helper ever since, and she always asking for Nirala to come and bring this ingredient and bring that ingredient, and nobody else. Everybody right there but me. Looking back now, I wouldn't trade those days for anything. In her last few years, every now and then, my phone would ring. And if I don't answer, she calling Kirana. If Kirana don't answer, she calling Mommy. Then she'll call me back again. Then she'll call Daddy if he home. It was just a back and forth to get me on the phone sometimes. But it would be to go in the pharmacy, the grocery, and even to call and say, Nirala, I'm feeling for some chicken foot soup. See if your aunt have any shop now and come and make. And we go for doubles by United Barrel in the morning, right? You go come and pick me up. I say, okay. And if I didn't make it fast enough, and fast enough, she's a 2-day span maximum. She say, when I go get this thing, boy, when I did? Of course, somehow she had always end up getting it, right? But Mama would be missed in all the little moments that became traditions. Birthday celebrations when she'd call everybody in her room and say, hand me that pouch now, come. On New Year's morning when she'd remind me, don't forget to bring the envelopes, to which everyone patiently waited for. Those little things didn't seem important at the time, but today they mean everything. Coming to visit Mama was never boring. Every visit came with a story about who she vexed and who she don't want to do something for she and thing, but that's okay. Somehow she always managed to keep us all entertained. Behind that fiery temper, she was a woman with a big heart, bigger than words can describe. She would quarrel, yes. She would complain, yes. But if you needed her, she would do anything for you. She loved her family deeply, and that love continued to live on through her children, grandchildren, sons, and daughter-in-law, and everyone whose lives she touched. Mama taught us love doesn't always look perfect. Sometimes love is telling you the truth, whether you want to hear it or not. Sometimes love is about making sure everybody eat. Sometimes love is to check if the food come out good, or sharing her tips and tricks for cooking. Sometimes love... Oh. I'm pausing. You all can come down in the back. It have space to press the rain as I proceed. Sometimes love is simply making sure no one leaves your house hungry, especially when she used to cook. As her sisters and brothers always said, she loved cooking. Despite her ways, she'd always make sure that everyone was invited and to make sure to tell, this one and that one and make sure they come. That was Mama. Today, our hearts are heavy. Saying goodbye is never easy, but we are thankful for the laughter she gave us, the recipes, the lessons, the stories, the memories, and even the little cussing she sometimes gave some of us. That made her who she was exactly. Without that temper and feisty side, it wouldn't be the Mama that we know. Before I close off, the family would like to thank all of those who supported her through the years, who have always checked on her, called her, talked to her, although she said she never talked to anyone, but everybody have always called her she. Those who were nearby on the road, always waving at her. They would come in the porch and say hi, chat with her, and the list goes on and on. But the family would especially like to give a thank to Fairy. She has always been in the family side, taking care of Mama, because she was just a call away. Even up to her last day, she was always here taking care of her. Mama, thank you for loving us in your own unique way. Thank you for every meal you provided for everyone, every conversation, every laugh, and every lesson. I pray today that you are united with all those you love so dearly. Your parents, Grandpa, Uncle Larry, Uncle Keisho, Auntie Bina, and daughters. Until we meet again, rest peacefully, Mama. We love you and we will miss you every single day. Thank you. I would now pass you on to Darian.
Good morning, Sitaram. Assalamu alaikum, teacher and everyone. First of all, I'd like to thank each and everyone for coming out, supporting the family since my grandmother was in the hospital for the first amputation. It really means a lot. And seeing everybody here today, thank you for being here. For the people, the neighbors, who used to pass every day and tell her good morning, come and see if she needed anything, Uncle Manny, Auntie Glory, Anne Marie, sorry, Boy, Shiny Man, and everybody else. Tante Betty, for when Tante Betty was here in Trinidad, for whenever. Before I wake up, my grandmother already outside the room. So me and my mom, Andy, Cheryl, everybody, Nadi, we appreciate everything you all have done for us. As Nirala said earlier on, my grandmother she had a hot mouth. If she didn't like something, she would tell you. And she used to cuss plenty, for who know. And I think that is things that makes the person they are and what you remember them by. And with me and my mom, well, I'm thankful for the 31 years that I had with her to experience a part of my life. Is love. I didn't lack love. Anything I wanted from my grandmother, she would do it. Food. It had times I going to school. I always going to school late, so I always getting food early, right? So 4 o'clock in the morning, I go in Chaguanas. a whole roti in my bag already, waiting for me to wake up to go to work. And earlier when I was remembering when she used to sell pillory, I used to roll the trolley out. And it's them things that I appreciate now. At the time, you didn't think about it, but now I appreciate that everything that she did for the whole family, the grandchildren, her children. We would miss her a lot. And there's so much things I want to say, but all in all, thank you for everything. I love you. And whenever we meet again, I'll be happy. If you see Grandpa and everybody else, tell them we miss them and we love them. And thank you everybody for being here again.
So the floor is open a bit if anyone wants to come and say anything.
Sitaram, everybody. Sitaram, my people. Sitaram, Hema's friends. First of all, let me give you a little background of Hema's beginnings. Hema was the daughter of Devki Ram Singh and Lachman Maharaj. The wife of the late Boy John, the mother of Andy, Nadi, and Michelle. The sister of Bina, baby Karen, Kumari, Boya, Kesho, Sato, Harry, and Larry. My sister Hema is gone. My sister Hema is gone now. She is gone. My beautiful, kind, sweet, giving, loving mother figure sister is gone. It hurts saying it. It hurts so much. Hema, your angel, you had a smile that touched my heart. Something about it made my heart melt when she smiled. It was like my mother and father. It was like my mother and father was in her. It was godly. If it's one thing that made me love her so much, was that innocent, closed mouth smile that she had. Hema was together with my other brothers and sisters, kept the bond of family together. She started the Lyman tradition from a very early age in the family. Simply cooking, Lyman, making ice cream, homemade ice cream, of course. The grinder was Boy John. He was behind she. Every minute in everything she did. Of course, eating and bonding, and the entire family must be there. And mind you, being your friend too, bring your friend too. Hema again together with my brothers and sisters loved our parents, Mama and Papa. When she talked about them, her face would light up and she would go on and on of the memories they both left behind. And this, my friends, is what I take from her and build my life. I learned from her to care for others and to do housework and to cook and to take care of a family. I learned my life lesson from her. She was a good teacher and a strict one too. You had to have patience to understand her. Another thing that that brought my attention all the time was the connection she had with Boy's family. Polly, Indra, Errol, and others. Boy, her late husband, and her children, Nisha, Andy, and Nadi, had a blessed and good life with her. She protected them like gold and disciplined them with cost and more cost. All are we afraid she, Hema loved all her nieces and nephews and her grandchildren. They were like treasure to her. Her brothers-in-laws, sister-in-laws, all this love this woman had. This woman, Hema, had for the people in the yard. You can't find that again. No way you could find that. No way you could find that. My heart is saying to you, Hema, I wish you didn't have to go. I wish I had given you more. I wish I could have taken away your pain and keep you forever with me. Thanks. This is how much I love you. My sweet sister, I love you. Stella.
Sitaram, everyone. This morning, as we say farewell to Auntie, a lot was said by her granddaughter, which most of us who born and grew up in Felicity, as some of you may know, I am just a stone throw away from here. And yes, I also had those wonderful experiences. One thing I can say though, I never see her in a serious face. Whenever you pass and she's in the porch and you call out, always a smile. Even if you pass with a vehicle, you never see an opposite of that smile. I don't know if the children or grandchildren could tell me of that, but to my knowledge, I never see it. Not one day. Even in the temple. She probably going through her own pain and struggles, but you would have never see those pains. She always keep a smile and pleasantry to each and every one of us. And we must remember her for those things. And as all of us here know, this is a journey of life. Once we take birth, we all have to go this way one day. And what we do from here on, what we do from birth to this very state that Auntie in here today will make a difference in each and every one of us, our life. Sometimes we take for granted in life the person who said that I will be here for you whenever you need me. And they do at every moment of your life. And one thing we forgot to do sometime is say thanks. We love you. Thank you so much for your care, your sharing this moment, whether it's good, bad, scolding me for being wrong, and then I realized I always thought I was right. As I grew older, I realized I was wrong. How many of us take that time and said, or say to our loved one, thank you. Thank you for your kindness. Thank you for your love, for your affection. So today, as we say goodbye, let us all learn from this. Ensure that we tell our loved one, the person who would always say, and why I use the term the person, it may or may not be your immediate parent. It might be someone you care about, always there to support you on your journey of life. Let us take this time to tell them that we love them and we appreciate all what they have done for us. So they will know that they did not waste their time, but it was meaningful and appreciated. So on behalf of the Chaguanas Borough Corporation, His Worship Mayor Faik Mohammed, myself, Councillor Sundar Joku for the Electoral District of Felicity, Endeavour, and by extension my family, we extend our heartfelt condolences to the family. And I know each and every one of them. They were well brought up. My auntie, she did an excellent job. And just remember, not all the time, sometimes we agree. Sometimes we disagree to agree. But as Baba would say, this is where we need to come together, forgive each other, and move on. We all will not agree all the time. But we need to fix that and come together and continue loving each other and showing that support in the time of need. The time of need doesn't mean only at this time. In the time of need, when we are down, when we are sick, when we are sad, when we don't speak, and we know we are a talkative person like myself, we must wonder why he or she is not speaking. And go and ask. Nothing wrong with that. Whether we have a close relationship or not, let us be our brother keeper. So I thank you for giving me this opportunity. And may God bless each and every one of her kids, immediate family, and friends and well-wishers, so they may find the strength to move on hereafter. I thank you. Sitaram.
Good morning, everyone, and Sitaram. Well, it's 23 years I've known Hema. I live next door, right across the road. It was a phone call away. All I live right across the road. When Hema need anything, Angela, come. Angela, do this for me. Angela, watch out. Angela. When my husband passed away, Hema took me under her wing 23 years ago. And she used to come and encourage me and tell me, Angela, don't give up. You have 2 children. Live for them. And she stood with me, she and the next door neighbor, and she stood with me, encouraged me. When she cooking, she food used to taste real good, especially chana and aloo. I like chana and aloo. And she said, Angela, come and see how I cooking there, you go know. And I learned a few tricks and tips with her. Every day I used to come and look for her, encourage her, say, hey, ma, don't give up, we go walk, you go walk. Then I buying a prostate for her. I say, help her walk. Then she said, me, what is foot again, Angela? I good. I go sit down right here in this chair. I say, no, him, me, I continue walking. So me and him go a long, long, long way. I have a lot of memories and fun memories. When she want to go and vote, she say, I want to go and vote, you know. I say, all right. I go push you with the wheelchair. We go down by the comedy center and you go vote and I go bring it back. So I had a lot of fun memories with Hema. And she was very nice to me, kind to me, and may her soul rest in peace until her maker.
Any, anyone else would like to share our lovely stories about Mama?
Sitaram, I'll be very brief. I have known Hema for more than 35 years, and from buying Pelori every day out the road, we became fast friends. My children know her very well. They love her. I used to call her Chick. I say, Chick, give me 2 Sahina. Her red mango was the best. When I started to live in Felicity, I would come down to the back there. Sometimes she's now making the anchar. I would say, Hames, I come for $10 anchar. And she would give me the anchar. After temple, when she became ill, I would pass here. She would be right in front the porch, and I would call out to her and say, Hames, you ready to drink that beer, girl? She said, anytime you're ready. I don't like beer. But she would say, anytime you're ready. About a month ago, my sister and I visited her, and she sat there, and she was crying, and she was saying how complicated she is. She said, Ren, I really want to drink the beer, but can't drink it because I'm so complicated. I just want her to know, wherever she is, may her kind soul rest in peace, and to the family, may you have the strength, and may Lord Krishna guide her on her way. Sitaram.
Sitaram, everybody. My name is Premnath Chowti, a very good friend of the entire family. You know Mr. Latchman there for 54 years. And he introduced me to the family when everybody was young. Your father and I were good friends. I played cricket by the community center. I played football in Felicity. And I knew this lady when she was a young lady, when her husband was alive. I know the children. I may not know all the grandchildren, but I know a lot of people in Felicity. And ever since I knew her, every function you have, whether it's a wedding, whether it's a bandara, whether it's a shaving, Hema would be doing the cooking. And as the council said, she's always smiling. So I am grateful for the opportunity to be here, to share in the grief of the children, the siblings, the children, the grandchildren, and the extended family, and all the well-wishers. When I look around, and I was looking for a park, and I saw all these vehicles, and I look around, and I see all these people here at this funeral, it's a testimony of the life that she lived in Felicity, a testimony of a good person, a testimony of a person who was loved by her community because she extended herself and did good things within the community for people, especially cooking and selling outside there and whatever, all her customers and whatever. So I would really like to pay my final tribute to, to her and the family with this simple bhajan. And the bhajan says to you that when you were young and sprightly, you would do a lot of good things and move around and play and whatever it is. So like a bird, when a bird was young, in a cage and will be flying around and whatever it is. But there comes a time when that same bird would want to get out of that cage and be free. So similarly, the soul at some point in time want to get out of this body to be free, to do what it wants and to go where it wants. Hopefully, the soul will end up at the feet of Lord Krishna. And the bhajan goes like this. Pinjare ke panchi re tera dard न जाने को तेरा दर्द न जाने को पिंजरे के पंछी रे तेरा दर्द न जाने को तेरा दर्द न जाने को कह न सके तू अपनी कहानी तेरी पिपंची प्या जिंदगानी रे कह न सके तू अपनी कहानी तेरी भी पंची प्या जिंदगानी रे इतना तेरी कथा रहे आंसू में कलमग हो तेरा दर्द न जाने को तेरा दर्द न जाने को चुप के रोने वाले रखना छिपा के दिल के छारे रे चुप के रोने वाले रखना छिपा के दिल के छारे रे ये पत्थर का देख बगले कोई न तेरा हो तेरा दर्द न जाने को तेरा दर्द न जाने को पिंजरे के पंछी रे तेरा दर्द न जाने को तेरा दर्द न जाने को Thank you.
Sitaram, everybody. I represent the Trinidad Srivasam Sangha on Nolan Street, of which ashram Hema was a member. She wasn't always there in the later years, but in the earlier years, she was always there. Now, it is said that if you look at a person's children, you will get an idea of what the parent is. And when I look at Hema's children, all of them exemplifies humanity, exemplifies devotion, exemplifies service, service to the community, service to her parents, service to the temple. So Hema, everybody talked about Hema's cooking. Hema's cooking was not restricted to just at home. She would come to the temple and she would cook these enormous pots for us. Even when she became incapacitated, she would come with her wheelchair and she would chunke all them pots for us. So we are deeply, deeply grateful and saddened at the same time for her contribution to the community and to her family. She will surely find peace and blessings at the foot of Guru Maharaj. So on behalf of the members of the Bharat Sevashram Sangha, I want to say Sitaram and Jai Guru and Guru blessings to Hema. Sitaram.
So we now proceed to have a bhajan in the meantime.
जुमन राधे गोविंदा
मन राधे गोविंदा
भजुमन राधे गोविंदा
भजुमन राधे गोविंदा
भजुमन राधे 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 गोविंदा
भजुमन राधे 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 गोविंदा
भजुमन कृष्ण कन्हैया
भजुमन कृष्ण कन्हैया
भजुमन कृष्ण 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 कन्हैया
भजुमन राधे गोविंदा
भजुमन राधे गोविंदा
भजुमन राधे 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 गोविंदा
भजुमन राधे 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 गोविंदा
भजुमन कृष्ण कन्हैया
भजुमन कृष्ण कन्हैया
भजुमन कृष्ण 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 कन्हैया
भजुमन कृष्ण 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 कन्हैया
भजुमन राधे गोविंदा
भजुमन राधे गोविंदा
भजुमन कृष्ण कन्हैया
भजुमन कृष्ण कन्हैया
बंदो चरण कमल रघुनंदन
बंदो चरण कमल रघुनंदन
कमल रघुनंदन कमल रघुनंदन
कमल रघुनंदन कमल रघुनंदन
बंदो चरण कमल रघुनंदन
बंदो चरण कमल रघुनंदन
जिनके कृपा सकल सुख संपत्ति
जिनके कृपा सकल सुख संपत्ति
पावत जन भक्तन उर चंदन
पावत जन भक्तन उर चंदन बंदो चरण कमल रघुनंदन
अवधपुरी प्रभु नित्य विराजत
अवधपुरी प्रभु नित्य विराजत
जनक सुतायुत दोष्ट निकांदन
जनक सुतायुत दुष्ट निकांदन
बंदो
चरण कमल रघुनंदन
तीन ताप और जन्म मरण भय
तीन ताप और जन्म मरण भय
दूर करत छिन में जनरांजन
दूर करत चिन में जन रंजन बंदो चरण कमल रघुनंदन
भक्तन मत चरणन में भगवन
भक्तन मत चरणन में भगवन
कृपा करे सेवक भय भांजन
कृपा करे सेवक भय भंजन
बंदो चरण
कमल
रघुनंदन बंदो चरण कमल रघुनंदन बंदो चरण कमल रघुनंदन
Sitaram, everybody. Good. Well, I was coaxed into saying something here now. So, Auntie Hema, you could say, or Ma, as we would call her. For Shivi and me, you could say the second mom. As we grew up here, but I would say the only thing I want to say is I'm happy that the last memory I have is for her getting to meet my daughter. In the recent times, it's the fastest I've seen her jump off the bed with a big smile to hold her and say, look, my granddaughter, hold her, hug her. That would always be the last good memory that I have of Mommy. Sad to say, it was just 2 weeks ago. I told her, you know, it's in a month time, she's going to turn 1, and we'll come back and celebrate it. But here we are, celebrating your life instead. But it would always be a cherished memory that I have.
Thank you for everyone who had such wonderful things to say about Mama. She was definitely loved. Before we continue, today we actually was planning. Okay, so her birthday on last week Tuesday. This week Tuesday. We had a little Hawan for her with her sisters and all of us, and the Tampa group came, they sang. We're actually supposed to have a party this Saturday. What, today? Sunday, right, yeah. Instead, we are here celebrating her life, which we would have done as well, but in different circumstances. Okay, thank you.
To some expenses there. Right. Very good, you know. So, my dear friends, when we have lived our life, you know, there is a management writer, Kenneth Blanchard, who wrote a book for the 40s of life. And he says there is time, talent, treasure, and touch. When a person uses their talent, you use the talent to touch the lives of people. You use your treasure, little money you have, and so. Talent is also a skill. She had a good skill with cooking, and we could see how many lives she touched with that. And she has done all of that, touching the lives of so many people that they felt compelled to come and say something here about the individual. And she was not even written in any kind of great books that people know about this important person. But she is leaving this world now, touching the lives of so many of you. Not only here, but I'm sure in other places that some people may not even know that she had passed. And they will soon get to know and they say, oh my goodness, she was such a wonderful person. Every time a person is praised, whether you are here or not, you get blessings. You see? So when you touch the lives of people, you make your life worthwhile. So Kenneth Blanchard says, if you use your time, your talent, and your treasure to touch the lives of people in a positive way, you would have lived a purposeful life and a meaningful life at that. So this devotee here, this aunt to so many, mother to so many, neighbor to so many, they all had good things to say about her. And this does a lot for her at this point in time where she is about to leave this body and move on to something else. So she has done a lot of punya, which is good merits on her own, and we ask Bhagavan to bless her. So let us do a final prarthana, and then we will have it followed by closing prayers, arti closing prayers, and we move our way down to the river after doing our puja here, our Dwar puja. So give them flowers, right? Hari Om, we focus our minds on Bhagavan Shri Krishna. Om Parthaya Pratibodhitam Bhagavata Narayanena Swayam Vyasena Gratitam Puranamunina Madhye Mahabharatam Advaitamritavarashinim Bhagavatim Ashtadashadhyayinim Amba Tvamanusandadhami Bhagavate Gite Bhavadvesinim Namostute Vyasa Vishala Buddhi Phularavindayata Patra Netra Yena Tvaya Bharat Taila Purna Prajvalito Jnanamaya Pradipa Prapana Parijataya Totra Vitraikapanaye Jnanamudraya Krishnaya Gitamrita Duhe Namaha Vasudeva Sutam Devam Kamsa Chanuramardanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagat Gurum भीष्माद्रोण तथा जयद्रथा जला गान्धारनीलोत्पल शल्यग्राहवती कृपेण वहनी कर्णेन वेलाकुला अश्वत्थामविकर्णघोरमकरा दुर्योधनावर्तिनी सोतीर्ण खलु पाण्डवैरननदी कैवर्तकः केशवा पारासार्यवचः सरोजममलं गीतार्थगन्धोत्कटं नानाख्यानककेसरं हरिकथा सम्बोधनाबोधितं लोके सज्जनशतपदैरहरः पीपीयमानं मुदा भूयाद्भारतपङ्कजं कलिमल प्रध्वंसिनः श्रेयसे मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे परम् आनन्दमाधवम् यं ब्रह्मा वरुणीन्द्ररुद्रमरुतः स्तुन्वन्ति दिव्यैस्तवै वेदैः साङ्गपदक्रमोपनिषदैर्गायन्ति यं सामगाः ध्यानावस्थिततद्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनो यस्यान्तं न विदुः सुरसुरगणा देवाय तस्मै नमः देवाय तस्मै नमः देवाय तस्मै नमः अनादिनिधनो देव शङ्खचक्रागदाधरः अक्षयः पुण्डरीकाक्ष प्रेतमोक्षप्रदो भव ॐ कृष्ण कृष्ण कृपालो त्वं गतीनां गतिर्भव संसारार्णवमज्ञानं प्रसीद पुरुषोत्तम त्वमेव माता च पिता त्वमेव त्वमेव बन्धुश्च सखा त्वमेव त्वमेव विद्या द्रविणं त्वमेव त्वमेव सर्वं मम देव देव त्वमेव सर्वं मम देव देव ॐ तत्सत् प्रेतात्मा शांति। एक बार बोलो श्री वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की जय। So at this time, we will, those of you who wish to view the body and do arti and so, firstly, with the principal devotees here, they will do, well, they did arti already. So immediate members of the family will come up first and do their arti, followed by the congregation, right? So we want to do it in a very orderly manner. So only the members of the immediate family will perform arti. The others can offer flowers simply, and because in the interest of time as well, and the inclement weather, we don't know what's going to happen down that side. So, and while that is being done, we will have bhajans by the members of the Seva Ashram. What's the name of the one? You're right. So we have bhajans.
Yacharya Rupam Pranava Acharya-rupam Pranavam namami. He Acharya-rupam Pranavam namami.
Acharya-rupam Pranavam namami. He Acharya-rupam Pranavam namami.
He Acharya-rupam Pranavam namami. He Acharya-rupam Pranavam namami.
He Acharya-rupam Pranavam namami. He Acharya-rupam Pranavam namami.
He Acharya-rupam Pranavam namami. He Acharya-rupam Pranavam namami.
Acharya-rupam Pranavam namami. He Acharya-rupam Pranavam namami.
He Acharya-rupam Pranavam namami. He Acharya-rupam Pranavam namami. Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murari. He Nath Narayan Vasudeva. Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murari. He Nath Narayan Vasudeva. Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murari. He Nath Narayan Vasudeva. Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murari. He Nath Narayan Vasudeva. Pitumatu Swami Sakha Hamari. Pitumatu Swami Sakha Hamare. He Nath Narayan Vasudeva. Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murari. He Nath Narayan Vasudeva. Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murari. He Nath Narayan Vasudeva. Gayan Charaya Makan Churaya. Nayan Charaya Makan Churaya. Gayan Charaya Makan Churaya. Nayan Charaya Makan Churaya. He Nath Narayan Vasudeva. He Krishna Govinda Hare Murari. He Nath Narayan Vasudeva Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murari He Nath Narayan Vasudeva गोविंद मेरो है गोपाल मेरो है
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 श्री राधा बिहारी नंदलाल मेरो है
श्री राधा बिहारी नंदलाल मेरो है
श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारी हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा
श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारी हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा
श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारी हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारी हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा
ज्योति बिंदु परमात्मा से ऐ मेरी आत्मा अब चल कर ले मिलन अब चल कर ले मिलन अब चल कर ले मिलन परमानंद का अनुभव कर ओ परमानंद का अनुभव कर तू धन्य बना जीवन
ज्योति बिंदु परमात्मा से ऐ मेरी आत्मा अब चल कर ले मिलन अब चल कर ले मिलन अब चल कर ले मिलन
प्रभु की प्राप्ति का मूल मंत्र है संपूर्ण समर्पण ए आत्मा चल प्रभु को सौंप दे तू सारा
Because we are now
जीवन
about to make our way to the river.
देखे प्रभु तेरे निकट विराजे ओ देखे प्रभु तेरे निकट विराजे कर ले अभिवादन
ज्योति बिंदु परमात्मा से ऐ मेरी आत्मा अब चल कर ले मिलन 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 अब चल कर ले मिलन
हरे Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Rama Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Krishna Shri Ramachandra Kripalu Bhaju Mana Haran Bhava Bhedarunam Navakanjalochana Kanjamukakana Kanjapad Kanjarunam Kandarpaya Ganita Amita Chabinava Nila Niraja Sundaram Patapita Mana Utarita Ruchi Suchi Naumi Janaka Sutabaram Bhajudina Bandhu Dinesha Danava Daityavanshanikandanam Raghunandayananda Kanda Koshal Chanda Dasharathanandanam Shira Mukutha Kundala Tilaka Charu Udharayanga Vibhushanam Ajanu Bhuja Sharachapadhar Sang Ramajita Karadushanam Iti Badita Tulasi Dasa Shankara Sheshamuni Manaranjanam Mama Hridaya Kanjani Vasa Karukam Mati Kaladalagajanam Mana Jahirajo Milahi Sobara Sahaja Sundara Savaru करुणा निधान सुजानशील सने अजानत रावरु यही भक्ति गौरी शेष सुनिसिया सहित ही हर्षितयली तुलसी भवानी पूजी पुनि पुनि मुरित मन मंदिर चली श्री राम